took the Waldo hat off, but somehow you still look like Waldo.
I'll take it.
That's funny. Oh, I never turned it on. I thought I did. There we go.
Yeah.
Got cheated out of the boublés. It's the boublés. Ce sont greetings. It's the boublés. I'm buzzing like crazy. You're snorting. That's good. We're live at 5. It says here we're live.
We made it.
Bring it in here. Show you here. Oh my gosh. Get all our lights on. There we go. I think we're in good shape. We're live. We're definitely live. I know that. A couple people watching. All right. Oh, I should. Yeah, well, we'll figure that out. There is no agenda and there is no rush tonight. I'll tell you that right now. This is the one to make you sweat. This is the let's see how you do.
Oh, mission accomplished.
No, you're great. We'll tell everybody in a few minutes why we have to surprise you every time before and why 25 minutes was simply too long and I had to come back in 5 minutes before.
Oh, I'm so glad we'll tell everyone about your neighbor living with me. It's a disaster.
I'm sure I provide you with equally as many nightmares. I'm glad that you're not wearing the headphones. I'd like to say that. Was that a conscious decision because of the hat? Or
No,
was
I
it just
forgot.
forgot? Oh, good. I think that it used to, it's going to snow all night in here. People never have to worry about the Letterman chairs. They get cleaned here constantly. It's just booblés. Okay. All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's no agenda. Happy holidays. Welcome back to the Late Night Playset. It's a great night. It's a great night. Thanks for being with us. My name is Jay Ryan. This is Nicole Ryan. I'll bring it to a wide shot because I'm not used to doing that. This over here is Nicole Ryan.
Hi, everyone.
Despite what it may look like, we are not drunk or high. It's just been a very long week, and this is the end before Christmas vacation. And that puts the song in my head, which puts Randy Quaid in my head, which I'm ready. I'm ready for it all. I don't know about you guys. I'm ready for this year to be over. I'm ready to just start writing 2021 on things. In fact, I think I may write it on everything. Checks, cars, people. Thanks for being with us, everybody.
Been a long one.
The Ryans are here to close out the year. Well, maybe, at least before Christmas. We may do this next week, depending on how it goes. We're experimenting. I'll tell you now. I was going to tell you at the end. Maybe I'll tell you both. We're going to experiment a little bit. She doesn't even know about this. I've been doing some research on the Twitch platform, and it seems like it might be good for us. Not to abandon YouTube or anything, but just simply to add something else. Basically, the Twitch platform is you turn the cameras on and people just watch you be yourself. It's really kind of weird. It's a little more voyeuristic. It's a little bizarre, but people build these little rooms in their houses, and then they put a camera in there, and then they have millions of followers. Oh God, I can barely hear anything. I just want to say that. Oh hi. In case I'm yelling at you at home, I apologize for that. It's maybe we'll do this. There we go. I feel like I have headphones on. There's not a whole lot to talk about, but we wanted to do a show because everybody's off. Everybody will have time to watch a show. And also because we just started a new segment and we've been creating content for it, and it would be a shame to not keep doing it during the holidays. So maybe
awesome.
beyond further. I swear to God, not drunk or high. That is one of the reasons I needed you here, though, because you have a medicine delivery arriving in a little bit, and it may happen during the show. So I may have to leave, and you may have to cover the scariest thing ever.
I'm really working to get over that nonsense.
I'm glad. It's not going to be a problem once you do. You're going to be so amazing at it.
Great.
People already love you. They already love your personality. They don't know it that well, but no, just kidding.
I'm writing a memoir. Like, it's kind of like putting a camera in your house.
Which is called?
Everything else. We don't know what we don't know.
This is all true.
Talked into a sub-headline.
Yeah, because who knows what everything else is. Anyway, that's a thing for another show. It's not what we're doing tonight. Don't worry. Don't turn it off. she's got her own thing coming, and we just don't know what it's going to be yet. But back to what are you driving today? A new segment that we have created thanks to the help of, well, really Guards Rad created it. He came up with the idea, and David, our good friend Dave. I'm going to come back to us for a second here because I have been, every time he sends me an edit, a cut of the thing, we end up getting on the phone after I watch it. And every time I get on the phone with the guy, I get giddy. I get like a little kid. I get like, I know you can hear the energy. We're both, it's the same way on the other side. So I don't know. Every time I get off the phone, I got to like relax and calm down because I get so excited. Our buddy Dave is very excited also. And I don't know. This will only be interesting and poignant to like 3 people, but the adventures of Jay and Dave. Jay and Dave are finally together.
Oh my.
Jay and Dave are going to do a little show together.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, and they're cute little buddies. Yeah, it's fun. Jay and Dave driving around the mountain.
You guys are adorable. That's hilarious. Holy cow.
Here's the thing. We are adorable.
Yeah.
And I know it, and he knows it too, and we're both like a little bit embarrassed about it. Maybe a little more than a little bit. I'm embarrassed about it, and he mentioned it also. Because it's just cute. Anyway, so this one you'll definitely get to see a lot of the adventures of Jay and Dave. We do a lot of talking. Remember I told you the first time we were really working on the cameras and getting sort of the angles and the driving. This one was more focusing on, okay, how do we just capture, you know, the conversation so that we can basically eventually put all these pieces together. And David, who I like to call Dave now, is really doing a great job. So without further ado, this is the new edition, this week's edition, whatever we're calling it, of What Are You Driving Today? I know, I'm ridiculous. Roll it out.
Perfect. Sorry, buddy. I just turned the knob on. I was like, doesn't Paul Kennel have the heat on?
You want the heat on? I thought we were going for the full cold weather
This
experience.
is typical Porsche. Turn that up.
There we
that
go.
Up, that up. Bam.
Bam.
So this is easier than the older ones.
Oh, yeah, slightly.
All right, so we are in a 1988 Carrera 3.2 cabriolet. And quite frankly, I was colder before we left. It's warming up quite nicely. Yeah. I see why people do it. You know, I'm not a cabriolet guy, but I do get why people do it every time I get in one.
I'm pleasantly surprised that this is a pleasant drive. I figured it would be more turbulent.
So did I. Now, I thought air turbulent and car and ride turbulent, but this seems to handle very nicely. Now, I'm not pushing it. We're like 60 miles an hour, nice mountain drive.
But at 60 miles an hour, I figured it'd be a little more flexy. I didn't think it'd be this flat.
There is more torsional rigidity than I thought also.
Yeah.
Let's see how it takes this turn. Come in a little. I'll tell you what, it still turns in nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I tried to make that a little bit of drama, and the car was like, no, I'm just gonna take it. I don't know, man. This is like, I thought there'd be a tremendous amount to say, but I wonder if this is gonna be one of those segments where each and every time we're like, I love it, no, I love it, no, I love it.
I think we're just surprised of the quality of all the drives. Like, I haven't had anything negative to say to any of them. I had opinions before it said, like, sitting in the car of what this would be like.
Yes.
But it's nothing like that.
No, I feel the same way.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, that's a great idea. What we think it's going to be.
Yeah, and then what it actually is.
Can I tell you something else I thought of? And I know it's cheesy, but I want to do it.
What?
I think we should come up with a rating system that is as simple as Siskel and Ebert. And you and I have 2 thumbs.
Here we go. Got one of your stickers. See if he notices. Stamped. Everything feels new. 56,000 miles, probably 57 by the end of the day. Feels
Oh, there it is. This one. There's so many levers. Anything where you kind of just want to get someplace in style.
Yeah.
You know, Magnus Walker. Speaking of our friend Magnus Walker, he was on the show yesterday, and he brought Hannah's Rolls Royce. It was a 1975 Rolls Royce, and it was something about that car. You don't have to try. You're welcome anywhere. It's a friendly, classy ride. Something about this is very similar. It's a friendly, classy ride. You'd be welcome anywhere in it. You can show up at a car, some coffee. You can go out to dinner with your wife. You show up looking at a house in this car. They know you can do it. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of panache that comes with it that I'm feeling now after spending some time with it. I get it. I get it now.
I think the sound of the 3.2 really helps with the styling of this car.
You know what? It sounds great. We should find out if there's an exhaust on it or not, because it sounds fantastic.
Like if it were a 2.7 and it's high revving, it would be too loud to cruise in it.
Yes, but this still has a nice tone with the roof down, and it's loud enough that you can hear it, but it's not too loud.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like it too.
David, what would you rate this car?
I'd give it a thumbs up for sure.
Thumbs up for me.
Thumbs
too.
up.
2 thumbs up.
Cool.
We both like it, and we both give it 2 thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
Sweet baby Jesus. Do you feel as sexy as you love yourself?
Yeah.
Thanks, David.
I have 2 things. I adore you guys together. 3 things. I adore his wife, Alex. Hi. And I love that he Chiron Paul Kennel.
That's what he does, yeah.
I know.
Absolutely. He's the greatest.
It makes me so happy.
The whole thing tickles me. It really, really does. I think he's so great, and he is adorable, and we are adorable. Like it's not. You know, I can't stand myself. People think, oh, Jay fucking loves himself, does this little show. I'm like, you have no idea what a self-loather I am. You have no idea. That's why you get under my skin sometimes, and you know who you are. Sensitive. I was having this conversation. This is a name drop. I was having this conversation with my friend and who I was hanging out with all day, working in his studio, Adam Ferrara, my new friend. I was having this conversation with him, and he and I are very similar. He volunteered about himself, but like, you know, we're like the sensitive creative inside. You know, I mean, he's been an actor his whole life. So not only the stand-up thing, being on stage, and whatever you have to build up for that. He's going on auditions when he's a kid and everything. I mean, he's taken that beating, which I never took. I don't even know what that's like.
It's heavy. I saw it when he was here. Like, he wears it well, but I saw it underneath it.
Oh, you can. That's something only someone like you can see.
Yeah. He and I got that.
Yeah. We talked almost the whole day. In fact, almost all we talked about was you or you related. The whole day, not just me and him, him and his wife, and the wife's sister who's staying with them, who I told you about. Yeah,
that's so nice.
Really, really. No. They are very, very concerned with you and your health, and they, want to help, and they want to see you, thrive and survive, lady. I mean, like all of us. Most of us. Anyone I know.
I'll shower less.
Shower less? Oh, because that takes your energy away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just knocks me out for a couple hours. But shorter hair is good.
It is. I also like the short hair. I also, like, as a, if you had to give me a type or whatever, I would choose short hair on the Chinese menu of what you would want in your perfect girl. Yeah, and either I have never vocalized it, or they never cared, or it's just never worked out that way. I mean, prior to the last 11 years, of course, with this one.
Oh, I just cut it.
About a year and a half ago now, right? Was the first time, and then just this one was a few months ago. Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to talk about that at all? I don't want to make it an MS thing, but it can be anything, really. It should be a little bit of that. We should check in. How you feeling? How you coping?
Today's a weird day. I took a shower and then I was fine for an hour and then I just petered out. But I'm mentally fine. It affects my temperature, I'm noticing, which really throws me. Like, I'm on the boat instantly of, like, inconsistent and wobbly because it's just different temperatures.
It seems to me if your core and your alignment and your chakras and all that stuff are off, it works its way right out to not much seems to be working for you.
Yeah, I just have to rest on those days, and I'm not good at that.
Talked about that today also. Why is that? Why are you so adverse to just doing nothing? Because that's what you need to restore.
It's so out of my nature, and it's nothing I've been able to or understood was important since I was a baby. So it's new. It shouldn't be, but it's.
Did your family never
incredibly new.
take care of them? Not take care of themselves is the wrong way to say it, but is there a way to say it?
No, we did.
Put themselves forever
None
to
of
kind of
us did.
self-care? Self-care? Is that
None of us did. That was not a term ever uttered in my household.
Okay. Well, that's perhaps where you're lacking. And why?
I was telling the guy helping me write this book, like, my family's amazing. They're lovely, but I genuinely don't understand some emotions. And I'm learning them, and I'm failing miserably at some, but
I don't think you're
excelling at others.
Yeah, you're figuring it out. I mean, you're poking around in places you never did before, so you're finding new things, I think, probably, maybe.
Yeah, it's a physical component also that isn't always had to be taken into account. So it's all new. I'm doing what I can. Not fighting it. I'm trying not to fight it anymore. Some days I can't do anything, and I have to be okay with that, but it's really hard.
Yeah. So that's the struggle.
Yeah.
Some days you can't do anything, and you have to be okay with that. How do you get there? It seems like you have the answer. You know what I mean? Like, you've got the blueprint and everything. It's just, how do I follow it?
The reality is I just have to remind myself that that's actually doing something. And once I get there, that takes a while to wrap my head around. But once I get there, then I'm okay. Thanks.
Bubbles for that. We broke the smoke machine, I think, remember that time it went like, pff, and the whole place just went crazy? Yeah. The lights still turn on, but no. So it's Santa Claus.
Oh, sad. No more smoke machine.
I know. But that should be celebrated. I think that should be celebrated. I think that's a big deal. If you simply know that and can get your head to, maneuver around and think that way, then you tuning out and watching a movie and not moving in your bed for 2 hours is what you're supposed to be doing. That is work. You could put that on the calendar every day. I mean, that's like...
I'm horrible about having my phone next to me and checking email. Like, I used to get hundreds, and now I don't get any. And I know that, but I still am like, let me see.
It's the old smoke. It's the smoker, right? The same thing, the smoker mentality?
Yeah. Escapism of when I don't want to escape what I'm watching. It's a disaster, but I'm figuring it out. It all comes down to being present and not letting yourself get distracted, and that's my downfall. So if I can knock that shit off, it's better.
We talked about diet today too. You weren't there, but cutting out grains was suggested, and now that's tough because really that's mainly what you eat: donuts and muffins and all sorts of bad shit that really isn't good for MS people, and we know that. But it's also like, if we cut out those calories, I don't know what we could do to fulfill them. Like, we can't just shove chicken breasts down your gullet.
And I
don't know what we do for calories.
Chicken's bad for me anyway. Like, red meat's the way to go.
Oh, okay.
So,
protein shakes, maybe. Those are like like a weightlifter, but maybe.
I have no appetite, no taste bud. Like, I would totally do that. Like, The fact that I can eat sauerkraut out of the canister is so gross, and I smell it sometimes, but like you get to a mental place of like, this is important and it's helping me. Like, doesn't matter.
Literally, you are what you eat was mentioned several times today, and I agree with that in every way. How you are what you consume, whether it's this or, books, the people you're around, whatever.
Totally.
Energy.
It's a big deal. And I plan on making significant changes when I can maintain it. I think the problem that a lot of people go to is like, oh, I'll do it for a week, and then it's not acclimated. It's like, this is another lifestyle change. Like, I've eliminated so much from my diet already. It's like, this is another part of it. Between food and medication and lifestyle, like, so much is different. Like,
alcohol used to be a big one.
Oh,
I mean,
it's huge.
I feel like you subsisted on that sometimes on those long trips and stuff. Energetically, I mean.
Calorically, it made more sense than food.
and just energetically, you guys were always having something, and those are calories. They are. I mean, they're not healthy ones by any means, but they are calories.
Yeah, and I used to drink a lot. It was a heavy amount of calories, and I went to the gym a lot, and so it was a heavy amount of muscle. Like, I logically get why I'm falling apart. I'm not maintaining any of those things.
People don't get it.
Mostly by choice,
Oh,
but
sorry.
It's a big difference.
People don't get it when they see you now and only have known you for the last 3 or 4 years. I have conversations with people, and I'm like, no, you don't get it. She used to get up fucking so early, ridiculous. Like got K-Rock blasting out of the shower, that kind of thing, to get my day going, so that she could go over to Yaz, which is like a spin
class.
Yeah, like a spinning class. Yoga and spin is what it's called, but it's mainly spin. And then she'd bust her ass over to the Pacific Design Center in the heart of like Beverly Hills, West Hollywood, whatever that is there, which is a hustling and bustling part of town if you don't know. And then she'd take meetings all over town in the middle, and then she'd got to work in a cardio bar session somewhere because that's got to do that the same day. Got to work out twice. Treadmill, you had a treadmill at home. I mean, there was all the things, let alone having the schedule where she was traveling. We always say 40 weeks a year. I feel like it was more than that right when I met you. I feel like it's shortened down to like 40 weeks right after. But an exorbitant amount of travel all over the place, and then times 20 different lives.
Yeah, it was a lot.
No wonder you're worn out and broken. You were trying to do too much. You know what I mean? Like if you were a power user on your little assembly here. If you were an iPhone, you were some kind of power user where you just burnt your shit out. You overused everything.
Yeah.
Without taking care of it.
Yeah.
By the way, did you hear me list massage in there or acupuncture, chiropractic? None of those things were part of the regimen back then. It was just go, 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 go. I picture Louis Black and that character he does, from is he Anger in the movie?
Yeah.
With happiness, sadness, and anger. That's who she used to be. It wasn't even sadness. That may have been underlying.
Yeah, you can't face that stuff.
Oh, gosh.
That's why you go to spin class so you can run it out of your head, you think.
Do you think Hollywood did that to you? Do you think, I don't mean... The Hollywood, I do. Do you think that the Hollywood industry did that to you, maintaining and achieving how you were for as long as you were? And by
I
the way,
think
I
it was a major contributor to it lasting so long, but I think it was already there.
Yeah. So where did it come from, if it's underlying?
It's all genetic, I think.
Oh, blame the parents. Sure,
I
easiest thing.
I don't want to blame anyone. Like, I'm old enough that I should have gotten rid of this stuff, but I was worried, like you said, like I got up super early, but I didn't get home most nights until before you, at least 11:30, and so I was only sleeping like 3-ish hours a night, but I was so wired and amped by when I got home. I needed to have a glass of wine to unwind. And that's horrible for my brain. It was a disaster.
I mean, we're being polite with a glass too, but yes, absolutely.
Well,
you would
I'd
have
already
wine
had
at home because
a
you were
significant-
already out socializing with whatever, and then you'd come home and have more to kind of come down. We talked about that once recently on the show, and someone made a comment about it being. It sounded similar to the old Hollywood stories you hear about. The person used Judy Garland as an example, and I thought it was a great example because that's the one you always heard about, like when she was a child actress or a young actress or whatever. She was a drinker. I mean, I don't know, you know that about her. I mean,
Yeah.
it's historical. I'm not telling tales out of school here. So I don't know if you know her now. Judy Garland. Let me tell you a secret, folks. You ever see Wizard of Oz? Anyway, that they would, kind of allow her whatever vices and maybe even ply them with said vices. It's kind of the dirtier part of the business that you used to hear about and probably still
To get
goes on
what they
today.
wanted.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
I orchestrated that shit. And I partook in what I wanted.
Amazing.
Disaster. Here I am, kids.
Would you do any of it over again? You know what I mean? Would you? You're going to do it over. You moved out here to get into the business. Everything's going to be the same, but you don't get MS, right? You just know somehow you're not going to get it this time. Don't know how. It's magic. You're not going to get it this time. Do you still do it? Do you still go and do it? Like if you knew it wasn't going to take its toll on your body?
I would do it differently, but yes. If that's possible. I used to love parts of it, and I would
That is the correct answer.
focus on that more.
I think that's wonderful. I also think that's like really, really healthy so that you're not like, oh, I gave my whole life away to that. You know what I mean? That just, I'm much happier to hear how you feel about it.
Thanks.
Does that feel like progress for you?
Yes. Today was a weird upshift. So it felt pretty rad.
You're the one into the astrology stuff, but I have been reading into, I don't know if it's spiritual stuff or whatever, but like ascension stuff, like whatever fills into your box lately, and it's been very positive stuff for me. And supposedly, I don't know if it's connected with that whole Mayan 2012 thing, but somehow, like December 21st was like a thing. And if you believe in all of this energy and the planets and the solar and all this stuff, not just the alignment, although maybe it's connected in the spiritual world, in the etherical world. Do you know about all of this? Mm-hmm. Okay, so is that what you think? Maybe it's connected?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
There was a big, yesterday was a big conjunction with Jupiter and Saturn, which only happens every 20 years, and it's supposedly the Christmas star. So it's a big deal. And then the sun moved into Capricorn, which is huge because it switched signs and modalities and elements and stuff from fire to earth. It's pretty rad.
And you're possibly reaping the benefits of that right now.
Yes.
Do they maybe have any healing benefits? Or is it just you're going to be wicked smart? Do you like apples?
We'll see. It's not said to, but I think everything's what you make it. So I woke up more positive and I had great energy, and I did a bunch of stuff this morning before this happened. So I think it can help.
Whatever you believe in, anybody out there, whatever you happen to believe in, whatever your system is, whether it's a God or whether you're Christian, Jewish, whatever it happens to be your faith, but your belief system. I personally believe that when you have your mind, body, and spirit aligned, it's like heaven on earth. I mean, you're magic. You can make anything happen. I believe that, and I don't believe anything can heal just one thing. Like, I believe a pill or a pharmaceutical, but I don't believe any of the spiritual stuff. Like, if you're believing in a God or some magic out there anyway, why would it only fix this but not this? It doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you believe as far as you already believe, then I don't think it's possible for you not to heal. I don't think it's possible for you not to heal.
I'm with you. I feel that way too. I don't know when it will happen, but I feel stronger in different ways every day. And it just reminds me of when I was younger, like growing my athletic body. And I don't think about that often enough because I just maintained it for decades. But it all feels like that, which feels weird and cool and whatever. But I'll heal. I'll be okay.
That's a commitment. You just told everybody you will heal and you'll be okay.
This is...
She's not good at keeping promises. We should probably tell that too. But this one is the one we're all holding you to.
I don't say that anymore, but I want to heal and I want to be better. I hate that I'm a burden in any way to myself. Like, I hate that it's another thought bothers me.
Do you
But
feel
whatever.
a burden to yourself? Or do you mean things aren't as easy as they used to be?
Yeah, that's all. I don't mean it in a, like, bad way. Woe is me, like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's just...
Your words hold... Your words, you know how important... You're a writer now. You know how important your words are. I don't want you to feel a burden to anyone or anything when all anyone wants to do is just kind of, like, do stuff for you. You're not a burden to anybody. They all want to do stuff for you.
I'll find out this. I'll look it up on a thesaurus tonight and find a different word. I know what you mean. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Is there anything else? Let's see. We got a couple people here. Andre Smirt says, I need some good vibes to heal my mood, Jay. Andre, what's up, man? I'm assuming Andre's a boy. And Andre, I would like to know what's going on. I would like for you to tell me if you're still here. And Kevin Bodman says, the show deserves 1 million more views. Kevin, from your lips to God's ears. And maybe this is the holy show. Maybe we're committing to Christmas. Maybe this is the one where God shines his magic wand and look at this, he makes bubbles! Again with the bubbles! I sound like Seinfeld. Again with the bubbles! Why are there bubbles? Maybe the bubbles should be like our commercial break. We just kind of, this is where we sit back and it's nice.
I like it.
That ding before was the delivery will be here. It was 19 minutes from before. That makes it 5:50. I mean, 13 minutes from now.
Cool.
So everybody knows. So that's when you'll have to cover, or we'll have to be done by then.
Sorry. I'll prepare by not preparing.
Let's see. I think there was things I wanted to tell people. Let's see. Well, definitely about St. Clair Insurance. I should definitely tell you about them. And you want to talk about Malibu the other day? That was a fun one. That was
really fun.
Malibu on Sunday was just delightful, I found.
Same.
The crowd was not small, but it wasn't rowdy. Somehow it was very, I don't know, it just felt very under control.
Yeah. That's such a good way to put it.
I didn't feel like people were more respectful or there were more masks. I mean, everybody had masks on. It. I don't know what it was about it. It just, I personally didn't feel overwhelmed where I often do.
It wasn't rambunctious. It was very lovely.
I think we have kind of a good setup with, sorry to use this. We have kind of a good setup when you're in your chair perched out at the top of the thing. And you look like a queen at the top of the steps. But what it does is it doesn't allow people to kind of, like, we all have to be down from you, and it makes it, no, literally. All right, put it on, you know what I mean? Do I have to draw it? She's in a chair, so she's sitting all the time, so she's always down from us. If she's up 3 steps and we're all just standing there, it's perfect. It's perfect. So in the case of the other day, it's you in your chair in the perch that I just described. I'm sitting at the top of that perch, below you, sitting on the concrete next to you. Look like a terror dog next to Gozer. Vince Clortho, Keymaster of It's the Tangent Show. And then also in this circle you got there was Matt Farah and his wife Hannah and Spike Feresten and Jay Leno and more. Zuckerman was there. I mean, there was a bunch, like, just all in a circle around you. And it was just nice. It was nice. It was nice to remind Jay Leno that you guys went to Afghanistan together, and for him to have a connection of like, oh, no. My point is, you don't look the same. Nobody would know that if you didn't. Hey, we did that thing together that time, and I also booked people on your show for a decade and a half.
Yeah.
Hundreds of times I've talked to you in the green
He
room.
came in every time.
Every time.
Every time. But yeah, that was neat. And it's like, I love him, but I don't think he gets me yet. And like,
I don't get him yet.
totally, that's his deal, I guess. But he tests me all the time as if I'm gonna screw up an answer, and he's like, "Would you ride in there? Like, what was your favorite car?" And he looked for me and Jay to have the same answer, and we both were like, "This bus is weird."
Oh, when you were there together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. That's funny because it was sort of a name drop. Like nobody had any connection that you knew that Jay Leno was there, and they were all talking for 15 minutes before I was like, there was a lull, and I was like, "Hey, Jay, I don't know if you remember my wife." Meanwhile, we'd all been there. Yeah, that's true. That was a funny moment. Everyone was like, "What?"
Yeah. It plays over and over in my head. Everyone's face of like the music stops and like everyone's like, "What happened?"
You had a couple of those moments on the porch, but who cares? Who cares? You know, it's great. I think it's great. I think it's great that you're out there. Susie said hello. I saw her today. Hope you don't mind. I cheated on you. Went over to the Malibu kitchen without you. I had to put in the Christmas pie order. It was the very last second to put in the Christmas pie order. And when I was leaving Adam's house, who is already not, he's on that side of town.
That's awesome. And I love her.
Bill was like, "Another fucking pie." No.
I love him.
Let's
hilarious.
see. Andre said, "I missed Good Vibes Breakfast Club last week."
Andre.
And work, man, work. Oh, work's got him down. Shoot, Andre, that means I know you probably, but I don't know you by name. Andre, what car do you drive? That'll help. And I'm sorry about the lack of good vibes. We'll be there this week. We should tell everybody we're going to be there this week. It's Christmas. It's Christmas! In case you didn't know, it's Christmas! It's Good Vibes Breakfast Club this Christmas. We, and I know some other confirmed people, will be up there. I don't know how many. But if you're looking for a drive, I know we're not supposed to travel and stuff, so I think a lot of people are in town. We're doing it. We'll be up there. Come on by.
Awesome.
Yeah. Friday morning, 9 to 11 up at Newcomb's Ranch. They won't be open, but I confirmed last week that Dunkin' Donuts is. So we will be there with Dunkin' Donuts and coffee. And also, I think the weather's going to be nice this week. It was chilly the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. It was so cold. I had so many layers on, and I still was cold.
Yeah,
I don't know
cold.
why. My cord just freezes.
Yeah, we'll see.
But it's so pretty.
It is. So, did you see the video, whatever, in the beginning of the show? Did you see that? It was 2016, so 4 ago.
Okay.
You were running around.
I could run that.
You were jumping, running and jumping
In snow.
in snow.
Jeez
And those were in whatever, your boots. You were not in. Well, maybe you were just in Uggs, actually, perhaps. I don't remember. Yeah, let's take a look. See what you were doing.
Uggs.
Yeah, Uggs. There we go. Ugh. That was Christmas Eve that year. Cute.
I still love you. Just as much.
Me?
Yeah.
As much then? As much now as then?
Maybe more.
Oh, I don't believe it.
That was our
I
Christmas
don't believe
card that we used that day.
Haven't done one since. We were going to do it last year with that beautiful picture on the cover of the on the cover. We were going to put it on the cover of so many magazines. Whatever. It looked like a cover photo in front of the Porsche logo at PEC. Mm-hmm. Somebody with a very good eye took a picture of us and yellow car in front of Porsche. Remember that?
I do.
That was the only one, but I don't think maybe we did a digital card. We didn't send it out though. We didn't print it or anything.
Yeah. I don't know if people are doing that anymore.
All right, let's see. Silver 996, Andy. Silver 9. Oh, Andy. Oh, he goes by Andy. But it says Andre on here, right? See you up there. Good to see you, brother. We'll see you up there for sure. That's nice. It sounds like he'll be there Christmas too. So if you want to come see us and Andy, we're gonna be there. So yeah, so the Malibu was fun. And just the cars were great. We saw Magnus and Hannah there, which was nice. And I talked to Hannah. Hannah will be a guest on this show in 2021, early 2020, whatever. As soon as
Awesome.
when we're back after the break,
Awesome.
she will be here. And please, if anyone has any recommendations for guests they'd like to see, let us know. There seems to be a misconception that whatever, I don't want to say. But somebody was very surprised that we'd had a bunch of people. They'd only picked up our show recently, and they're like, "Oh, you've had like some big guests." I had no idea. We can get those people. So if there's somebody you want, let us know. Tell us who you want, and we'll get them. It's usually that simple. I'm personally having a hard time with Dave, but I don't think it's. I think I'm the issue. I think Dave probably would have done this podcast if it wasn't the guy. We're figuring that out. It's got to be a bigger story. If it were just a little podcasty thing, I think he would have been here already.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let us know. We'll work on it. I love projects. Somebody said something about Jay Leno the other day. Oh, it was Adam Ferrara. Blah blah blah. Jay Leno. So I think I didn't ask him the other day, but I will. I'll ask him next time I see him. How's that?
Awesome.
Yeah. I have no idea what it'll say. I have no idea what it'll say. How about this? When I ask him, do I say I'm the guy with the Letterman set? No, I don't do that, but I have to. It's called Late Night Play Set. You know why? I'm not telling. I can't do that.
I don't know if you need to lead with it, but it certainly will come up.
No, that's where thank you.
That's okay.
Okay.
I think he's over it a little bit.
I don't think he would give a shit about the Dave of it all. I think he might even like that. I think it may imply I'm a weirdo, and we don't want him to know it so soon.
He's gonna find out. And respectfully, we all are, him included. Like, he's just as weird. I got to see a different side of him this weekend. Like, he's a real dude. We got to see him be a real dude.
That's very cool. Mm-hmm. Automedic Towing says, love the Adam Ferrara show. Thank you, Automedic Towing. Stay tuned. There will be more to come on that. I think I can say it. I'm going to be a guest on his show in the new year.
That's cool.
And I think I can definitely say that. But it's going to be a special show. It'll be a special for a special reason. It won't be just like his normal podcast. I mean, it'll be him interviewing me and stuff, but it will be a little bit different for a certain reason.
Cool.
Yeah. You know already what
it
is. She's playing, oh, what is it, Jay?
Listen, I got really good at pretending I didn't know things. And it works in my favor now sometimes.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I get called out all the time for being dumb, and I'm just not by you, but like by anyone. And I'm not as dumb as I seem sometimes. You're
not dumb at all.
No.
But I do know what you mean. You tend to have what I think in the old days they would have called them like blonde moments or whatever. I'm sure that's inappropriate. Uh-oh. Guess what? Mrs. Ryan, take over for a minute.
I have ditzy moments for sure. But I'm leaning into that. That's like Rose on Golden Girls. Going to town and being ditzy and owning it. Because I should. It's kind of like eating donuts. Like, now's the one time I can. And I shouldn't, but it makes sense. So I like donuts right now. I won't forever. But who knows? Oh my God, I'm by myself. Hi, everyone. All right. Christmas. What does everyone want? Is there a thing this year? I don't know. I don't know what the thing is anymore. What do people like? I don't know what I want. Maybe another heating pad. I think the cat, I like mine better. It's warmer. It warms up faster. I don't know what to talk about on these things. Okay. What I will talk about is a comedian I really like. Just everyone says what they are about. Like, all the sitcoms are written by usually people that are in them. So there's a comedian that just checked himself into rehab yesterday, I think. And I'm so impressed with him for a million reasons. He's very cerebral and really educated, but really like enough to know when he fucks up. But I trust that he's going to tell us about it in a really cool way. I'm stoked for him personally, but professionally, I think it's a weird plus for him. We know he's a good friend of his, and I'm watching a show that they worked on together called Big Mouth. I watched the first season before, and maybe the second. Have you seen Big Mouth? Yeah.
Seen what?
The show Big Mouth.
I'll give you a second.
Well,
I got to catch up.
there's
Big Mouth. Let's
apparently
see, Big
4
Mouth.
seasons. I didn't know.
Big Mouth. Big Love.
It's different.
Okay.
This one's animated.
Oh, no, I don't know that.
I was talking to everyone at home, and I have no idea what to say, and I totally embarrassed myself.
That's
so.
what we hoped would happen. Look, now the worst has happened. You've overcome it. Whatever. You're still here. You did it.
I did it.
Right?
Thanks.
Right?
Thanks,
People
guys.
over here. Automatic Towing says, hell yeah. Come on. It's awesome. See? We're all with you.
Hilarious.
See the live thing? So Twitch, it can be basically just that. You just sit there and you just...
Oh,
we
so
do,
you
we do
just
this. It's just in a constant interaction.
Oh, it's like crowd work.
I found... Perfect. Exactly. I found out about it from Eric. Not Andre, although that's funny. Eric...
The gold car?
No, not Porsche even remotely. Hang on. Eric, the stand-up comedian who is on I'm Dying Up Here. He's a bigger fella, big mustache. He reminds us of Winston, but in comedy.
Shoot.
Gosh darn it. Anyway,
I'm
but you know who I'm
spacing.
talking about?
Yeah.
Anyway, found out about him. Gee whiz. Now I'll look it up. We got the time to do it. I'll look it up. Who am I thinking of here? Does anybody know who I'm thinking of? There's only a few people on there. They have no idea, probably. Let's see. All right.
I'm
just going to do comedian Eric, and I guarantee because he's big now, he'll be... I thought of it right when I thought of it. Eric Griffin.
Oh.
Right? Is it Griffin or Griffith?
Oh, shoot. I met with Eddie, but it's different, I think.
Griffin. Yeah, Eric Griffin. He's great. Shout out to Eric Griffin. Anyway, he has moved his streaming thing over to Twitch mainly. Sorry, wow, look at that. Could have been killed. Could have owned Hunziker Designs. Wow. All right. Shout out to Hunziker Designs, by the way. Hey, you need a mask? Shop Hunziker. That's what I did. That's what I would do. I recommend it to you. Fantastic automotive art. They are not a mask company. Go buy their shoes. Mrs. Ryan just switched her shoes. She's not wearing them right now, but just switched into fresh 111s. And the T-shirts. Well, I'm wearing one right now, for goodness sake. How about that? Ta-da! Yee. And it's a wonderful time. Before we open that, it's a wonderful time to talk about St. Clair Insurance. I gotta get serious for a second here. By the way, St. Clair Insurance is also a big fan of yours, and they will be very happy to see you here.
I love them. And I love that Jeff gave his car to Pete. That's who he sold it to. I just found that out. Super neat.
What?
Yeah.
Pete who? Pete from Breakfast Club?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that turbo that he's driving used to belong to Jeff St.
Yeah.
Clair? Oh, okay. Wow, okay.
Did I say it wrong?
No. You said it great. I didn't follow it.
Golden Girls.
You were great. I just didn't follow it. Sometimes I'm Rose on the Golden Girls. How's that? And by the way, you're usually Sophia, so, and the truth is you're always Dorothy, so. Thank God you're not Blanche, though. As your husband, thank God you're not Blanche.
I'm letting all those facades go.
Hi. I'm Jay Ryan, and I'm here to talk to you about St. Clair Insurance. CoverageForYourToys.com. Are you okay? I felt
Yeah.
like you really tensed up. Like it's like, oh, he really wants me to be serious. This is it. People love you. This is all they want. You apply too much pressure. Have you ever heard that before?
Yes.
You apply too much pressure to everything, including and mostly yourself.
Yes.
All they want is this. All they want is for you to sit there happy, laughing. That's really it. I swear to God. I swear. It's infectious. Ha 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 ha. A Golden Girls reference. Cruise into Wellness says, ha 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 ha. Golden Girls reference. That's awesome. See? People get you.
Thank God.
Okay. Let's talk about coverageforyourtoys.com. Go to coverageforyourtoys.com first. I'll wait. You there? www.coverageforyourtoys.com. Oh, I got the wrong thing. You'd think I'd know it by heart. They say all that separates men and boys is the coverage for their toys. What kind of coverage? What do I mean by coverage is what I should say. What do you mean by coverage? Coverage?
What kind?
Insurance coverage, of course.
For what?
Well, what kind of toys do you have? Oh, that's terrible. You, ma'am, in the front row. List your toys.
Oh my God, I can't wait for the crowd work.
All right, how about this? Your car collection.
Okie dokie. That'd be great.
In this case, we're pushing Haggerty because so many of our viewers happen to already have Haggerty policies for their car collections. It has been my experience in talking to our car people that those who have Haggerty insurance don't have a rep. This is the type of thing where there's just a little bit of confusion in the industry. It's not like you need one. You can get your own car. You know what I mean? You can do it however you want. But here's why things get different. If you get in an accident and something happens, you are on the side of the road left to deal with the app or the 1-800-HAGGERTY or the however you have to. Personally, I've had this, and I really appreciated having this. You remember, I kind of want to shout out a different guy, but for a different type of insurance a long time ago, we had someone else. but something happened, and we were able to I text the guy. I should have. Oh my gosh, this happened. He calls me. Oh, what? Is she okay? Yes, she's fine. Blah 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 blah. I can't describe to you the relief I felt. Obviously, she was fine, but that I didn't have to worry about any of the stuff. I guess it's the shorthand here. She wrecked a car once real bad. And when I was dealing with it, I was really dreading the whole, all right, well, how do I figure this out? How do I make sure that I get a police report? All of the stuff that you have to do. Having someone else on the other line to go deal with the ones and zeros of the big business, it made all the difference in the world to me, and it will make all the difference in the world to you if you contact St. Clair Insurance and switch your Haggerty policy over. There is no additional cost. That's right, no additional cost. And they don't change anything. Your policy number stays the same. Everything stays the same. It's just a matter of in the system where it gets routed and how it works.
An additional personal connection.
And you then have the personal connection, exactly, with Jeff St. Clair and the St. Clair
It's
Insurance
such a big deal. Like in any field, but someone that knows. We've had people on that I consider an expert in the cannabis field, and because I don't know it, but that's what people in that field do. You know more than me. The end, and you can deal with this, and that's what.
Oh, that's your point. Just a specialist.
Do.
Not that we want to group cannabis and insurance together. Although you probably could insure your cannabis business. Hey, that's what we should do. We should get that guy to insure his business because he's opening a new one. That's a great idea. All right, so. That has nothing to do with you, but we have a great idea.
We have a great idea. Personal connection is important, and it makes such a difference. And I love that guy.
CoverageForYourToys.com, St. Clair Insurance. Check it out. That's one of those things where you'll be happy you did. That sounds like even more old-timey advertising, but you will be happy you did. There is no downside. It's you're stupid if you don't do it. All right. Let's see. Nicole is going to put me in Shady Pines. He's right. I'm an expert in the CBD field. This is Cruise into Wellness. All right, Cruise into Wellness. Well, you can tell us about what we're about to open right now because we don't normally show this stuff. But Nicole's here, and the hour is not quite up. So this is what just got delivered. Some more of the edibles.
Great.
And then we got some more cartridges. What we got here? We've got Cookie Monster, which is an indica, it looks like. Looks like that has checked. Cookie Monster. C is for Cookie. He's going enough for me. That was my favorite. Actually, Harry Monster was my favorite, and nobody ever remembers him. Gelato is a... Boy, I can't see, period. I need all sorts of glasses. Gelato is a hybrid, looks like. And Gelato is also probably the hybrid. Oh, Meow Meow. Here we go. Meow Meow is making an appearance. Oh, and Cookie Monster. All right, so there you go. Perfect. 2 and 2. Cookie Monster and Gelato. You're going to have to make some cookies. So there we go.
Sounds good.
I need to do some viewer mail real quick before we say goodbye because we've been getting stuff from people.
Neat.
I don't know what anything is, but I know stuff. Okay? You know what one thing is because you opened it. But the other, I don't know what this is. Oh, I'll do this first. This we know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
But it's super cool, so we're doing it on the show. We're trying to do it on the show. And just like that, there we go. Volume 6. Volume 6. Flat 6 Love Affair. Whoopsie-daisy. Here it is. Here we go. No, here we go. I can do this. I'm gonna get this right. There. Oh, shit. No, I can't do it. There we go. Flat 6 Love Affair. Isn't that nice? Well, it's because of the beautiful, it's not printed on here. It's like gold leaf, kind of, there's a name for that. It's what do you call it? Embossed? Embossed.
Yeah.
So it's, you can't, oh, gee whiz. Everybody got that? Great. Nice shot, Hal. Thanks a lot. Oh, that's good. Dave, if you're watching, please come visit us. Seriously, we will make it worth your while. You have no idea. This is a fun place to be. Look, when we got your desk, it came with a switch, and we hooked it up to Bubbles. If you're just tuning in, Dave, we have Bubbles. Flat 6 Love Affair. Good stuff. The only reason I'm into cars is because of David Letterman. How's
There's
that?
so many things.
How's that? The only reason I'm into Porsche is because of David Letterman. How's that? So my dad saw him in one, and then I saw him in his 944 a bunch. This is like Christmas. Well, I said it before, Cousin Eddie. Yeah. Little full. Looks great, little full. Nice out. It's getting, I'm sensing a pattern here. Can you just take that? Oh. It's just like the movie. All right, here we go. I hope there's nothing fragile in here. Oh boy, what do we got? What do we got here? Oh, this is good stuff. Good stuff here. All right, it's from the DWA guys. Driving While Awesome. You're never going to be able to see these, but it's some DWA. Oh, you can see it. DWA. And what I like about these, Miss, is it looks like TWA.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. Which is the your little room there. And some, Radwood. Cool. Some Radwood keychains. That's awesome. That's very, very cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Driving While Awesome. No name. Thanks, Driving While Awesome. Kick ass. That's so cool. We have not done any of their rallies, but I foresee us doing them in the future. Like everything we said in the beginning of this show, I don't foresee. I don't know. I think you're going to be more mobile in the future. I mean that. And now this one's personal, and you don't even know about this one yet. I was over at my buddy Adam Ferrara's place today, sitting at the studio, and I complimented. He had he does what we do. He's got a little studio in his house, and he's got a lot of cool vintagey stuff around, like we do. And he had these old they're just silly little desk lights. And I'm going to say like nightstand lights only because I grew up with one. My grandfather had it. He had this it's a little box with a little switch on it and a little thing. It's so silly. But anyway, I said, I grew up with those lights. My grandfather had one of those. He goes, they get hot as hell. I go, yeah, it's got the little old-fashioned like Christmas bulb inside. He's like, yeah. As I was leaving today, I'm zipping my bag up. He goes, yeah, put that in there too. Here we go.
Oh my God! It is the bendy one.
Yep.
Oh,
look at
my
that.
God.
Isn't that cool?
Thanks.
Isn't that so
Adam.
silly?
That is so cool.
It's so silly. Nobody would ever care about it, but I absolutely love it. I think it's awesome.
That's awesome. It looks like the Pixar
Yep.
guy.
Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo.
That is the coolest.
Yeah, it's neat. And if nothing else, I want to take a picture of it and send it to my mother and be like, hey, remember this? Because Pop just died this year. It was her dad, and he just died this year. Thanks, 2020.
That is so neat.
Yeah,
though,
it is. It is. His was black, but I can spray that black. Isn't that neat?
That's so cool.
It's silly. Wouldn't matter to anybody else, but it meant a lot to me. So I love you, buddy. Thank you. He's just a really great guy, and he's become a great friend very quickly. Really, really cool.
I cannot wait to spend more time with him and to meet his wife.
She very much, well, that thing, we talked, she'll come.
Great.
Yeah, great. That's exciting. All right, anything else? I guess it's just been a great year, and thanks to everybody. Thanks to everybody. I don't want to do that because, like, I'm going to start forgetting people. Thanks to Auto. Start with the A's. Auto Kennel. No, but thanks to everybody. Thanks to everybody. I don't know how to explain it, but this is the weird year where the first 2 years made sense. And it may not look like it quite to you yet, but the kaleidoscope thing is coming into focus for us, and a nice end game for all of us is coming into focus. And it's just been a great year that none of it would have happened if you weren't there, if you weren't there. And Auto Kennel. And I do want to say a quick thanks. So, hey, by the way, this is like my favorite jacket. This was a gift last year from Indie Fabulous. It's the 8JS brand. I don't know that I'm even saying that properly. The logo is literally the number 8, the letter J, and S. It could be 8 J's. I'm not sure. But it's like my favorite. This one happens to be reversible, but they've got all sorts of stuff. It's a great line. Highly recommend. Well designed. Very comfortable fit. And it's my Christmas jacket. This is like my favorite, maybe because of the red and white. Is that what it is? I've totally been wearing it lately, and it just feels great with the hat and everything because there's like this stripe on the back and all that.
You look really good in it. Like, ladies, that's a good, boys look good in it.
There you go. So maybe too late for this Christmas, but in the future. And TLG, our huge love to our friends over at TLG. Marco, Steve, Armando. If you're in need of some Porsche service, get your car some much-needed TLC, come on home to TLG. They're a family business, and they've got some fantastic things coming up that 2021 is going to be really, really great for TLG. So
that's awesome.
I feel like our little clique is growing. Everybody seems to be doing really great things, and I'm grateful to be a part of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So if you're interested in purchasing that 88 Carrera 3.2 Cabriolet, please contact Paul Kennel over at the Auto Kramers. Look him up. Look him up. He's on the Instagram. He's on the website. He's on everything. Go buy that car. I think it may already be sold. Some of these have been. There may be a bump in the future for like, featured on late night playset. We'll see. Featured on the adventures of Jay and Dave.
That's gonna be awesome. That's an amazing hook.
I told you we're experimenting with Twitch, so that may be happening as soon as tomorrow. If you have a Twitch account, check us out. It's a video gaming thing normally. We'll see. They may just want to watch us play video games. We'll see. Friday. Oh, no. Tomorrow may be that. Tomorrow also, Thursday. Is tomorrow Thursday? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Give me a second. I'm having a spell. I think it's also a little warm in here. I think the air conditioning that I turned on kicked off. And boy, our little bit is getting ripe. Tomorrow's Wednesday. That may be Twitch. Thursday, we will be at the Malibu Kitchen in the afternoon because we got to pick up a pie. Or at least I will. I think she will. And Friday we'll be up at Christmas Breakfast Club, Newcomb's Ranch, 9 to 11, like I said before. It's exciting. It's all sorts of stuff. If this went well, which it looks like it has. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. Hang on, there's more people. Cruise Wellness Field Hybrid. You guys are the real not ready for primetime players. It's the Pixar light. Yeah, no, we're definitely not ready for primetime. Yeah. Nailed it. Yeah, that's all the stuff. We may be back doing it next Tuesday. All right. Love everybody at home. How'd you do?
I'm doing okay.
Do you feel okay? I think you
Sure.
did a great job.
Thanks.
All right.
Getting better.
All right. Our love to everybody at home. Please love one another and have a great weekend unless we see you. Merry Christmas. All the stuff. Oh, my gosh. We've got to turn this stuff on. Season's greetings. More bubbles in this show than ever before. It's got to be in the promo. No show, but lots of bubbles. We love everybody. Have a great weekend.